everything and how he's doing it there. It was really good. I like the projections of, he's very smart. But yeah, it was great. It was a great experience. I want to look up some more like magician movies and stuff, more illusions. It was very good. Yeah, it was very good. And I like that his relationship he has with the detective, because the detective is like, he wants to know, the trick of the orange tree and stuff like that. And at least by the end, he gives him that. He gives him the orange tree. He gives him the book with the actual plans, or the papers with the actual plans. And I think this movie is very rewarding. Like, from watching from beginning to end, like it gives you what you want. It gives you that ending that you're looking for. But like I said, I think it showed his hand a bit much when it showed that affection, when he shows that affection towards her and in front of the world to see. I'm like, yo, just dangerous. So it kind of made me already kind of have a presumption of what the ending will be. So that's the only thing. And other than that, it was very good. The acting is amazing. What do you call it? I like how at the beginning of the story, you see him, as a younger guy trying to like figure things out, and I like how they already start with him and Jessica Biel, like as kids, kind of having this friendship. It's not really love yet, but it's more of a friendship. And then it seemed like it was blooming. They were so young, and then he comes back into town, and it's very poetic. I would say this film is very poetic in the way like the characters kind of deal with each other, and even the prince, I believe, he's very evil, but it was very playful. I kind of felt like almost like a play at certain moments, where he's like, when they're kind of going back and forth, that playful kind of poeticness of it, like the sparring of words, and like it was just like a joust of egos between the prince and a magician, but an illusionist. But the thing is, the illusionist, he didn't really have too much of a big ego. It's just everyone else around him, like they want to know the secret. Like the same thing, like people like this right here. I showed my little brother this trick. I was actually able to love to take the card, and he is so like, he's a big kid now. But the thing is, my little brother, he's like 16 now. When I showed him this trick and I didn't tell him how to do it, he was losing his brain. He's like, I know you're doing it. He's guessing all the ways, and I'm not gonna tell him unless like I want to tell him. But I just don't want to tell him because I like the wonder. Like he might think he knows, but just the thought of knowing and actually pulling behind the curtain and seeing the actual trick, that's different, So when you're still looking in amazement and you're like looking at a card and it's floating, you're like, oh yeah, that's just a string, or maybe that's just a magnet, whatever you may think it is. But when you actually see it and it happened, there's a